Hey guys, welcome to Draw My Story. And here's the shout out to those amazing fans of Draw My Story who've sent in their fan arts. They're beautiful. Thank you guys for sending. If you also want your arts to be featured in my video, then please follow the instructions of how to send in your fan art. It's in the video description below. Love you guys. And today, we're drawing the story of the Lamb, which is a very unknown and mysterious creature from the universe of Trevor Henderson's creations. It appears to be a fleshy, four-legged creature with its legs hanging down from its body like noodles. Most of the time it's seen floating in midair. Its body is made out of some sort of fleshy, vein-like string, and the strings appear to be tangled into one another. It's unknown if the large hole in what seems to be the head of the creature is an eye or some sort of mouth. It's related to Big Charlie and Lil Nugget, and it's said that it comes from Lil Nugget. It more or less looks like raw meat molded into an animal-like creature. The first sighting of it was made back in 1986, and many people have been reporting it, which made it to the headlines in the newspapers. It's often described as a dark entity. However, the origin of it is unknown to the mankind. There are theories which states that since the Lamb is closely related to Big Charlie in resemblance, it could have a similar origin story. Just like Big Charlie, the Lamb could have been a science experiment, which was to provide unlimited supply of meat due to its ability to regenerate. However, it's not confirmed. It's only assumed that it could have a similar story too. It's often sighted in broad daylight. On one such occasion, a woman was at her pasture tending to her cow's wound, and she was just finished with the dressing. She had an eerie feeling, like a sudden wave of darkness. When she turned around, she saw a large cow-sized creature looking like a mutilated sheep, and she had muscles that pulsed with every step it took. It looked moist, as if it was covered in slime, and it had a very weird stench. It had awkwardly long legs, and she also noticed that it walked as if it was in pain. Maybe that's why the Lamb also seen levitating when it needs to move around. The following day, her farm had been charred, and it killed all the livestock. After this, every sighting of the Lamb was followed by massive livestock devastation, mutilation, and death. And it mainly preyed on the farms. When Trevor was asked what the Lamb could do, he responded by saying, "Massive psychic damage." Taking into consideration the testimony made by the lady who experienced it, scientists have linked the psychic damage to that of the sense of smell. Although no confirmations have been made with regard to the number of deaths caused by the Lamb. As of now, it's assumed that it mainly preys on livestock, and when humans come anywhere close to it, they could possibly die due to suffocation of the smell produced by it. In 1992, the news of the Lamb spread like wildfire and grabbed attention from local TV channels, and they began searches to document and find more evidences of this mysterious creature. Some of the farmers or victims who survived this often explain the experience to be very horrifying, which made them sense the presence of something like a dark entity before spotting the lamb. A sheep or lamb is often used in sacrifices, and after the spread of this new theory, where people believe that it has something to do with a demonic cult or strange dark world activities, this caught a famous TV personality, Richard Langdon's, attention, and it further interested him to feature this creature in one of the episodes of his show, Strange Encounters, and he traveled to the location in an attempt to capture photographic evidence of the monster and to investigate the strange happenings which took place after its sighting. Richard and his crew members set out on a search, and later he went missing, leaving just his Polaroid camera behind with a photo that he had clicked, which was being developed. This was the first photographic evidence taken of the lamb. It's seen in the picture that the creature is levitating towards the car, after which Richard disappeared. Just before the crew members arrived, they heard screaming, and at the spot where the camera was found, they saw a smear of blood. On June 25th, 1999, a set of tourists with digital cameras captured another picture of the lamb, which was the most horrific photograph and what looked like the evolution of the lamb. In the picture, the lamb appeared to have grown to a terrifying size, which looked over 150 feet in height. It walked slowly and as if it was in pain. Amongst the multiple images that were captured that day, only one was clear. The rest looked distorted, like there was some energy trying to destroy it. All the tourists experienced severe vomiting sensation, which could have been due to the awful smell of the creature, along with a deep, eerie feeling. Later that night, the field in which the lamb was sighted caught fire and nearly killed 1,000 livestock present there. This was by far the worst result after the creature was spotted, and all the tourists were mentally disturbed by this. This also raised the need for an immediate, detailed monitoring and investigation of the creature and its attack. Many followers of the lamb mythos are convinced that the repeated return of the lamb is due to the growing abuse of the natural world that's been cursed and instead grew to be hostile. Others believe it's a symbol of evil incarnate, existing only to bring death and destruction to those who were unfortunate enough to encounter it. Either way, its existence is well documented and must make the finding easier. Ways to escape the creature is yet to be known, but if it's spotted anywhere near you, since it's a metaphysical entity and shooting bullets wouldn't do anything, it's advisable to run before its presence gives you a blood clot or gravity reverses. And it was recently said that the lamb craves human flesh. It could also mean that people could always expect it to return and bring pain and doom to anyone who seeks it out. So be aware, guys, and don't forget to run if you find it. And that was today's story, guys, about the lamb. Comment and let me know how'd you like it. And please subscribe to my channel, guys, if you want to see more Draw My Story horror videos like this one. Till then, bye.